Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream show. This is Boost Up English Live, and we are here to talk about American pronunciation. So, if you're familiar with the channel, welcome back. If you're new, get ready for a great lesson or lessons. Today, we're going to talk about reductions. This is something that I know there's a lot of lessons about, a lot of videos about, and a lot of students claim to know about this, but when I get them in a class and ask them to show me how to pronounce reductions, they usually don't do it the way that a native speaker would, and they don't hear it the way that a native speaker would. So I'm going to go through some reductions. There's a lot of them, so we're going to break it up into a couple different lives. We're also going to do our phrase chunks, right, for learning English the fastest way possible without having to worry about grammar, just building a block of phrases that you are able to say automatically without hesitation, and you can say them in a way that sounds clear and natural for a native speaker, and then you can start putting other vocabulary in and around those templates. And as usual, we're going to do a live accent analysis of, I don't remember who it is today. I think it's another tech mogul. Last live we did the president of France, Macron. So let's get going here. We're going to start out with the reductions. All right, so let me just organize this here so you guys can see it, because I know that right now you can't see it well. Let's move this over here. I'll make myself smaller. Like that. Okay. Could even make this smaller. All right. So, like I said, these are reductions. And what is a reduction? A reduction is a word that is not important for the listener. It doesn't bring us information. It's not a content word. It's just a word that's connecting the grammar. So, the way English works is that we're not going to highlight unimportant words. We want them to get out of the way so that the important words can stand out. So when we have an important word, those content words, what we like to do is we like to highlight or stress the vowel sounds. In the function words, the unimportant words, we remove the vowel sounds. So we're creating such crazy amount of contrast that it's just obvious and unmistakable for the listener. So let's check out here. We're going to do the first 6. As usual, I'm going to drop this link into the description. You can check it. And there's a video here, explanation. And we're going to start here. So remember, function words are usually reductions. Sometimes function words can change from being function words to being content words and vice versa. But generally, the words that are function words are normally usually function words, and the words that are content words are generally usually content words. So in this case here, we have the word some. Right? This is a super useful word. Everybody uses this. It's helpful, talking about quantity or how much. And most of the time, it's a function word. It can be a content word, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But when we're talking about it as a function word and a reduction, just like I was saying, we need to remove the vowel. So the first mistake that students are going to make when they try to do this is that they're not going to remove the vowel. Like the way that non-native speakers hear reductions, they just usually hear it small and short and fast. Even I shouldn't even say short, I should just say fast. So most of the times if I would say, hey, pronounce this as a reduction, I would expect to hear something like some. Okay, that is small, that is like unstressed sounding, but that's not a reduction because we can still hear part of the vowel sound. So remember, what our American ears want to follow is the vibration, the resonance, the connection to the body And I'm gonna bring my voice up first, create that resonance, that melody, and just go from S to M. So it's gonna sound like this. Sm, sm, sm. You hear that? Sm. Unless you understand how to listen to English, that's not, going to resonate in your ears as the word some, right? That's why a lot of times non-native speakers will say some. But for a native speaker who's listening to vibration and resonance, we're saying sm, just like that. Okay? So we know that if we put those content words next to if we put these function words next to the content words are going to be big and we're going to stress the vowel. So let's look at the example. Let me make it a little bit bigger here so we can see better. That's really big. Okay. So here we got a function word, a content word that's not super important. Need, right? I mean, that doesn't tell us a lot of information. We've got the function word some and the content word, function words, content. All right. Actually, for now, let's just go here. So if you listen like a native speaker, if you listen like a pro, you're gonna listen to me first. Start this resonance, this vibration, really low, really small, right? If you're talking to me and I say I, it's not new information. I don't need to highlight I. It's possible, but it's not the most common way to do it. And you're gonna hear need go up with a little bit of pitch, come back down for the reduction, and then go way up for the most important part. So listen to this closely. I need some money. I need some money. You see, need is here, money is here, I and some are way down here. But don't listen to the letters, listen to the vibration. Listen to this. I need some money. Repeat it after me. I need some money. Notice I'm not speaking with consonant sounds. I'm not saying I need some money. I need some money. American listeners don't understand that way. We need vibration. I need some money. Next one, look at this. Here we'll say some time. Some time. Listen to that contrast. When I say some, it's so obvious that I'm speaking because the vibration's here, but it's also so obvious that it's unstressed. So that's why I would say some time. Some time. We have some time left. Right? We is not important. If I say we, I know who we are, or we is, who we are, right? Listen, we have some, we have some. But if you're not listening to the musical quality, we have some. If you're saying that we have some, we have some, we have some, we have some, in the mouth it's not gonna work. You always have to have this. We have some, we have some. And I'm not putting emphasis on the T in time. I'm putting emphasis on the I and the right? Because for our ears, M is not ma, it's Listen, we have some time. We have some time. And that way it's really easy to know, right? Have and time are the main parts of the message, and time is the most important. Okay, look at the next one. Some coffee. Some coffee. Right? Vibration never goes away. Going way up in the pitch with ah, and you hear me in E as well. Some coffee. It's not some coffee. Some coffee. Some coffee. Native speakers have a hard time understanding that. It's some coffee. Let's grab some coffee. Did you hear that? Let's really small. Grab. But grab's not the most important because it's not the most. It's not giving us the most detail. We don't know what to grab. That's why we're making ah and coffee stand out the most. Let's and some is out of the way and we hear it from the vibration. Let's grab some coffee. Repeat it after me. Let's grab some coffee. Remember, be patient. Bring your musical voice up. Control it from the body. You got to speak to me here. Show me that vibration. Listen to me. Listen to the air and the connection to the body. Let's grab some coffee. Right? I'm not saying let's grab some coffee. Let's grab some coffee in the mouth. I'm saying let's grab some coffee. I. Next one. Where's the next one? Oh, okay. Look at this. Oh, well, first of all, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's talk about how we could switch. We could switch it. We could switch it and we could make some a content word. Right? It's not as common, but it's possible, right? I could say what? Let's just go with the last example, coffee. Like we could say let's grab some coffee, or I could say we have some time, or we have some money, right? And now I am pronouncing the vowel and I'm making the vowel huge, and I'm really emphasizing, right, that it's just some and not a lot, I guess. Right? That's why it wouldn't be that common, but it would exist. But you have to understand how to use content and function words to make it work. Because if you make it sound the same, like let's grab some coffee, let's grab some coffee, let's grab some coffee, then the native speaker really has to work hard to organize that stuff in their brain. All right, next one, just. So it's the same thing. It's the same idea. It's going to be unstressed. So it means low pitch, short length, very little space, low volume, but resonance in the body. So when I pronounce this, it sounds like this. Just. Right? And the listener's following the vibration. Just. Right? So let's shorten these phrases here. We'll just look at it here. Just, right? When did it happen? Just now. Right? Not just now, just now, just now. That's not how English works. See, the problem is that most of you guys come from languages where every word and every letter needs to be pronounced perfectly to be understood clearly. And if you do that in English, you will be less understood. So you need to speak from the body. Our ears are not listening to individual letters. Our ears are listening to this vibration and melody, and the contrast in the pitch, the contrast in the length, the contrast in the space. Look at this. Just now. Just now. Right? There's contrast all over the place. I'm not saying just no, just no, just no. Right? It's just now. Ow. The space amplifies the sound. Okay? We could say just once. Just once. Not just once, just once. Just once. Like that. Or, oops. Or just before the meeting. Just before the meeting. When are we going to go over the notes? Just before the meeting. Right? We could change it. We could make it a content where we say just before the meeting. Like, really emphasizing that part. But again, it's not that common. And listen here. We got a schwa here. This is two unstressed syllables in a row. Just 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 before, right? A lot of attention on this, or not just the O, the R2, just before the here's a schwa. And then I'm putting a lot of vibration here with pitch, and the rest of it is vibrating as well. Right? We already talked about in the Flap T Live why we make this a D sound, because this whole word is vibrating. So I'm not gonna just vibrate, turn off the vibration, make some mouth sound, and then come back down and vibrate. I'm not gonna say meeting. I'm just gonna meeting. Right? It's too much work to go meeting. But meeting, right, where all that vibration is staying here, it also is, Flap T doesn't just make you sound American. It lets the listener know it's unstressed as well. Right? So this whole thing, the listener wants to hear the body voice, the journey all the way through the sound, up and down, but we don't want the function words, the reductions, to get in the way. So we have to make these as obvious as possible. Listen to this. Just before the meeting. Just before the meeting. Just before the meeting. Repeat it after me. Just before. You hear that? I'm not saying just back. That's from the mouth. Americans don't speak from the mouth. Speak from the body. Listen. Just before the meeting. Like that. This one. Next one. There. right? That's how most non-native speakers would pronounce this contraction. There, there. That's how beginners pronounce things, right? So if you're watching this live, I know you're not a beginner. I specifically do not put subtitles in these lives on these videos because this is for intermediate and advanced speakers. So obviously we don't want to pronounce this contraction like a beginner and say there. I mean, it's better than saying they are, but we don't say there, we remove the vowel sounds. In this case, we're going to remove E and Y. So I'm only pronouncing TH and because we know that E is silent. So it's going to be there. Listen closely. There, 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 there. Not there, 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 there. Right? That's probably what most of you are doing right now. There, there, there is there, like that. So if we put it next to a content word, we already know what we're going to do. Make that contrast obvious. So we could say, they're here. Right? If we say, they're here, or they are here, they are here. It's not easy to understand. But if we say, they're here, that's easy. Or, they're ready. See, I didn't push myself up in the pitch with the ratty, the ratty, the ratty. I know that's what a lot of you are going to do. You're going to take that R and you're going to hear pitch, and then you're going to try to make the R stronger to carry you up with a pitch. It's not what we do. I'm sliding right past the R. You can hear and and E more than anything else. Listen, ready, ready, they're ready, ready, they're ready. That's because my American ears follow this vibration. Or they're waiting. Listen closely. They're waiting. Not they're waiting, they're waiting, they're waiting, they're waiting. So I think they're waiting for the update. Whoa, listen. Where do you hear the tension? Think way up, right? I think they're waiting for the. Hear that? For the. I think they're waiting for the update. So we have another reduction there with for. I'm not saying for the update. I said for. I remove the vowel sound. This one's fun. Most of you are gonna say or. Small, fast, or. All I'm gonna do is say Look at my mouth. This is speaking without using the mouth, right? A lot of you non-native speakers really have to train yourselves to be able to do this because your muscle memory is 100% using the mouth muscles to push the voice out. R. I mean, I've worked for a long time with some students that just don't move the mouth. When you're practicing, you have to be watching what's happening, right? A lot of people are going R. I'm doing this. Where do you hear the sound? You don't hear any sound in my mouth. You don't right? So put it in the sentence between the content words, so it stays out of the way. Content words up here. Coffee or tea. Coffee or tea. So what did we hear? We heard vibration. We heard contrast of pitch, length. The most important sounds were e, not coffee or tea. Coffee or tea. It was e because our ears listen to vibration in the body. Coffee or tea. I don't know if this even makes sense. Can you do video calls in Slack? I don't know about that. Anyways, I guess you could do messages in Zoom, so you could say Zoom or Slack, right? And the listener's not listening for or. It's not that important, right? Obviously, you have to have the tongue position for the R. We'll do a whole live on consonant sounds. But even if you don't do a perfect tongue position for your R, if you keep it inside the body, the vibration is gonna sound clear enough. Listen, Zoomerak. Not Sumar Slack. It's Zoomer Slack. You notice I can't express enough how important it is to not say ma for M. To not say Zumar ma. It's That's the only thing a M sound is. Zoomer Slack. All right, look at this one. This one's great because there's a lot of things like this here. This is the thing about American English. You can't see the pronunciation as much as you want to, as much as you learn English by looking. You cannot see the pronunciation written, right? We already did a schwa class. We know we're not going to say to, right? This T is barely even going to exist in the listener's ear. These are both unstressed. So we're going to make it obvious that they're unstressed. We're going to say t, with this vibration, t. It's not da. Right? Go back. Watch the last live. No native speaker will ever say da. That's a mouth sound. Our ears don't process mouth sounds well. It's t. Today or tomorrow. And again, we're not listening to individual letters. I'm going to say today. It's today. Vibration, pitch, musicality, or tomorrow. So we throw our reduction in there. Today or tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. Hope you're repeating after me. You're getting free lesson, free coaching right here. Vibration. Listen like a pro. Don't listen for the letters. Today or tomorrow. That's how it works for native speakers' ears. We're listening to vibration, melody, pitch, openness, length. This one's great. This is the same. I mean, this one sounds the same as this one. There's no difference. I mean, we're just pronouncing the consonant sound inside the body. Just So here we've got two function words. Okay, because if I'm looking at you, talking to you, or on the phone or whatever, I don't need to. You, right? Not gonna make it stand out as you. So where are we getting the value from? Okay, the same plays, guys. In English, we run the same playbook every time. That's how you simplify the learning. Most English learners overcomplicate the learning. You guys overcomplicate it because you're trying to interpret, decode every single letter, and memorize the way to say it. I'm a native speaker. I didn't learn to speak English like that. I learned to listen to this body voice, this resonation, this vibration, the musicality, and the contrast. Listen, hear the music, hear the song. Are you okay? Right? Even in this K, the is not the part that's standing out. It's the pitch and the vibration. Are you okay? Are you okay? It's not, are you okay? Are you okay? That's what I mean. Like, if you look at it, you can't figure out the way that it sounds. Just because there's the letter K, that's the least important part of the whole thing. Are you okay? Are you okay? Next one. Are you free? Right? Free is important. Right? This part's not important. This is a reduction. This is a reduction. Schwa for a. Okay, here we got to emphasize the vowel and the vowel. Keep the vibration. For a quick call. For a quick call. Are you free for a quick call? Are you free for a quick call? Are you free for a quick? I can't even say it. Like, are you free for a quick call? Are you free for a quick call? That's how a lot of people that have come to my class will pronounce it. I say, are you free for a quick call? Next one, same thing. Are you joining? Are you joining? Listen to the vibration. I already know how tempted you guys are to listen to the letter. You saw this J, you're like, oh, okay, ja, 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 ja. I've seen this thousands of times, guys. You have to remember, I've worked with over 1,000 students in pronunciation training. So I can look at a word or a sentence and I already know what you guys are focused on, and that's why I have to keep coming back and reminding you. Don't pay attention to J. Don't pay attention to sta, sta, sta. And don't try to create pitch with a D. Listen to this. Stand up. I didn't say stand up, dop. I said stand up. And vibration, musicality. Are you joining the stand up? Are you joining the stand up? Like that. Who's in the chat? Who's here? What's up? Put a 1 if you're learning something. Let me know where you're at. Type where you guys are. Where are you guys watching me from? I've had students from all over. You guys in the US? Are you from somewhere else? Let me know. Let me know. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. All right, last one. We talked about this. We talked about this in the last phrase chunks. Gonna. Okay. If this is not the main verb, then there's no reason for you to say going to and then add another verb after it. Because that going to is not the important part. So why would you put so much attention on it? Look, here, this is the main verb. Ask. This is the main verb. Need. This is the main verb. Join. So I'm not going to say, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask. I'm going to say gonna. So what I'm teaching you, this does not make you sound unprofessional. This does not make you sound uneducated. This is not slang. This is natural speech that native speakers use all the time to create rhythmic contrast. Gonna. I'm gonna ask the team. I'm gonna ask the team. So here, there's only, I mean, this is a little bit stressed. Gonna, right? If you notice, it's like, I'm gonna, right? But it's not as stressed as ask the team. Ask the team. And again, it's not ask the team. Ask the team. It's ask the team. You hear I pronounce I'm? It's just vibration. Right? I'm gonna ask the team. Or work. I can't emphasize enough, like, you guys, there's no need for you to pronounce the verb to be. We are. That's beginner stuff. It's technically correct, but you don't hear native speakers running around saying we are. It's just work. Vibration. We're gonna. Look at my mouth movement. I'm not saying we're gonna. We're gonna. I'm speaking from the body. That's how American English works. That's how the listener follows you. We're gonna need more time. Repeat it after me. We're gonna need more time. Next one, right? I mean, what's gonna happen is you're gonna look at this big A, and maybe not all of you, but a lot of you are gonna want to go ah. So first of all, you're making it huge, right? You're putting all this attention, and you're speaking from the face, are you. It's already hard to understand. You haven't even gotten to the question yet, and it's already hard to understand like that. How would I say it? Are you? Hear the reduction? I'm not saying R. I'm not making it as short, and it's just Are you? Are you gonna join the call? Are you going to join the call? Are you going to join the call? Listen, this is the fact. Let me try to say this as fast as possible. Are you going to join the call? Are you going to join the call? Are you going to join the call? Right? So yeah, that was fast, but most of it is just length. It was just really small. The reduction, short, short, short. So remember, tune your ear for the difference between length and speed. All right, what's up, everyone? If you guys are watching, hit the like button for me, please. Help me out with the algorithm. If there's words you want me to break down, throw them in the chat. If you're enjoying the show, press 1. Let me know where you're from, which country you're from, what's your native language, what word is hard for you to pronounce, all that good stuff. All right, so again, I'm going to put this page here, the materials, in the description. We're going to go through the rest. There's a lot of them. We're going to go through the rest here. As you can see, you can click here on the link and you can go watch more examples on Youglish. Right? They all have clickable links to take you over there, make it easy for you to get to Youglish. And then also, as usual, if you want the most material, right? The most audios, downloadable examples, even teacher feedback, you should go straight to Rachel's English. Straight to Rachel's English. There's no better academy online with more resources, more tools for you to practice your American accent. Okay, and if you use my coupon code, Josh10, 10% off for life. So, right, I think right now she has lifetime subscriptions for a couple $100, and you can get 10% off of that. So you have access to the whole library for life. I mean, they're constantly updating it. They're constantly adding new modules, new courses, new soundboards, new videos all the time. It's just forever growing. You just have to pay once. You get a discount on top of that. So check out Rachel's English if you want a complete self-paced pronunciation course. All right, everyone. Who's ready for phrase chunks? We're about to get on some phrase chunks. Oops, I want to open up Loom. Just give me a second. Close this. All right. All right, phrase chunks. What do I mean by phrase chunks? This is what I recommend you do instead of learning grammar. Does it really matter when you go to the store? Does it really matter if you know the difference between present continuous and present simple? I don't think so. It's not going to make your life easier to get what you want. The attendant or the store clerk's not going to understand you better just because you remember the rules. What you need to remember are the phrases you're going to use the most often, and you need to understand and master pronouncing them in a way that's clear so that you can just add different things on top of it. You can make your life really easy because the things that you're saying, you know that people are going to understand easily. All right, should we make it a little bigger? Let's make it a little bigger. All right, so asking for what you need. if you're learning a language for either life or work, these are things you're gonna need to start doing from day one. So let's get in here and break it down a little bit. So the first thing we want to do is find out which are our content words, which are our function words. So we know need is a verb. It's one of the important parts. That's going to be highlighted. We just went over this reduction. An I is small. The person's looking at you. They know you're talking about you. Right? So we have to be patient, bring the energy up. Vibration, musicality, pitch. I need some. Not I need some. It's I need some. If you hear yourself going, I, then you're not bringing your voice from your body. It's, I need some. right? What? Time? So put an emphasis on the vowel, not the T. Keep the vibration going to the end. I need some time. I need some time. Don't listen to the letters, listen to the vibration. Next one, help. You hear I put all the energy in L, not help, help, help. It's help. I need some help. I need some help. Coffee. I need some coffee. I need some coffee. All right, look at the next one. This one's fun. This one, I think, is a phrase that I hear. This is one of the phrases I hear the most from students. Like, because I'm asking them, how's your practice going, this and that. They're always trying. And, right, trying is, I think, I'm not a grammar freak, but I think it's almost always followed by to, right? So, if you saw the flat T live, you'll know we're not gonna say. Well, we've done flap T and schwa live, so you should know how to break this down. If you don't know how to break this down, go watch the videos. I'm breaking it down exactly the way, why and how and when. But we're not gonna say do. We're gonna say duh, duh. Listen to the difference. Do, duh, do, duh, do, duh. So it sounds like this. I'm trying to. Not I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. It's I'm trying to. All right, and we're gonna say find. I'm trying to find. Listen, listen how much find stands out when I make those function words small. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find. And that way, right? The person knows, try, okay, what's going to be more important? Find. It's so obvious what's going on. Okay, so we're going to say the link, not that. I'm going to do a whole lesson on TH, but if you're sticking your tongue all the way out between your teeth, you need to go to my YouTube channel, Boost Up English, and watch my TH video because native speakers do not stick their tongue between the teeth. Listen to this. Listen to the pitch, musicality, vibration, up and down. I'm trying to find the link. Was that too fast? Let me slow it down. Repeat after me. I'm trying to find the link. Did you focus on the vibration or did you focus on the letters? Focus on the vibration. Focus on the pitch. I'm trying to find the link. So make sure you know how to say I'm trying to, at least, find, maybe you're going to change that, but I'm trying to is something you're going to say all the time when you're speaking. Or a good one. Vibration, musicality, a good one. I'm trying to find a good one. I'm trying to find a good one. Next. In, sorry, fur. No vowel. We just looked at reductions. This is a reduction. No vowel. We want this vowel to stand out, and we want this to stay out of the way. Look at this. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. This is good. Look at this. 3 unstressed syllables in a row. Sounds like this. Further. Further. I'm looking for the report. So look, all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 syllables, only 2 important sounds in the whole thing. Other than that, the important sound is just the vibration, the musicality. But there's only 2 things that need to stand out. Look at this. I'm looking for the report. I'm looking for the report. Like that. Or I'm looking for a place. I'm looking for a place. But if you're walking around US or talking to your colleagues, say, I'm looking for, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're making it harder for them to understand you. And what's the point of that? What is the point of that? We're not here to speak English in the most difficult way possible for a native speaker. Maybe non-native speaker might prefer that. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Or I'm looking for. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. Like that. Oh, look at this one. Don't get intimidated. We're going to run the same play. Vibration, pitch, resonance, contrast. These are two function words. Do you, do you, do you. I'm not saying do you, do you, do you. If you come up and you say do you, do you, do you, I'm already confused. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? No. Do you know? Do you know where I can you hear this? I'm not saying can. Listen to the vibration. Where I can do you know where I can do you know where I can here again, this is a classic example of how you can't look at the word and understand how to pronounce it because I'm not gonna say get. I'm not saying like like bed. This vowel is so common and it's so commonly used and it doesn't really tell us anything. We don't say get, we say get, it, right? Listen, do you know where I can get, not do you know where I can get, sorry, do you know where I can get, do you know where I can get, vibration, do you know where I can get, do you know where I can get, you should be practicing that. If you're trying to improve your English, you speak English every day, there's no reason why you wouldn't pronounce this phrase the same way with musicality. Do you know where I can get? All right, we're gonna say one. Do you know where I can get one? One, right? Do you know where I can get one? Or do you know where I can get that? Do you know where I can get that? This is a good example because this is a word that has changed from function to content. A lot of times the word that is a function word, but in this case it's important. It's like, do you know where I can get that? I bet these are all the same. Look, do you know where I can do you know where I can do you know where I can find do you know where I can find it? Again, I hope you didn't start listening to the individual letters again just because we switched phrases. We're running the same play each time. It's the most predictable language. It's the most predictable team ever. This team runs the same play. Do you know where I can find? And listen to how I link this. Listen to how I link. We'll do a lesson on this, but this is consonant to vowel linking. So if the word finishes with a consonant sound, next sound is a vowel. That consonant sound gets moved over. Find it, dit. All right, so I'm saying, do you know where I can find it? Do you know where I can find it? Do you know where I can find more? Do you know where I can find more? Only three important sounds here. This one's barely important. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know where I can? Where I can? Is where is a little bit important too. But what's really important? Find more. All right, look at this one. Do you have any? Vinny, Vinny, Vinny. Do you have Vinny, Vinny, Vinny? Listen to the way I'm saying this. I'm not saying have any, have any, have any, have any. I'm saying have any. Listen to how my voice never stops. I'm not saying have any, have any. It's have any, because musicality, pitch, vibration, connection to the body. Again, do. It's really small. Do. Do you have any, Vinny? Right? Linking V to A. Have any. The E is silent. The E doesn't affect the linking. Okay, so here what? Two sounds that are going to stand out. Have and left. Do you have any left? Do you have any left? You hear that? Do you have any? 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 Why does it sound different? Because you're used to listening to letters and we're not. Do you have any? Do you have any? Do you have any left? Do you have any left? Or do you have any? Do you have any? Do you have any left? Do you have any left? Vibration, vowels, pitch. It's easy. English is easy. Now that you found, you know, my channel is easy. Make it less complicated. It was hard before. Now it's easy. Do you have any time? Do you have any time? Do you have any? Do you have any? My voice never stops. Musical vibration. Do you have any time? All right, last one. We just talked about this. Sorry if you're late. You can go back or you can watch the replay. We talked about how to pronounce this. We're not going to say some. We're not going to say some. We're not going to say some. We're going to say some. None of those options are what we're going to say. It's a reduction. We're going to say some. Look, some. I'm speaking without my mouth. I'm speaking with a vibration here in the body. Do you have some? Do you have some? Do. I'm not saying do you as fast as I can. I'm saying do you. It's just short. Do. And this is where I control the length. You have way more control over your voice down here in the diaphragm than in the mouth. I know it doesn't seem correct or it seems counterintuitive at first, but this is where you're controlling the stream of your voice. Do you have some water? Right? I didn't say water. I said water with musicality and vibration. Do you have some water? Do you have some? But it's all in one connected group. Do you have some water? Do you have some ideas? Look at that, more consonant to vowel linking. That E silent doesn't affect anything. So I'm saying my ideas. Do you have some ideas? Like that. So there you guys go. Look, what is this? The third set of phrase chunks that we've done. Asking for what you need. So there's no reason that you can't just boost up your English fast. Are there other ways to ask for what you need? Yeah, but is this enough to get you going and, you know, make you sound pro? Absolutely. So if you're serious about it, you should spend at least a whole week just drilling these, paying attention to what I talked about. Making it sound the way that the native speaker expects, not the way that's most comfortable for your ears. All right. Any questions, any requests, any words you guys want me to break down? Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. Which word is the hardest for you? Which one of these phrase chunks are you going to practice first? Which one are you going to use today? All right, and next up, it's my favorite part of the show. I think a lot of you like it too. We're going to do pronunciation analysis. Live pronunciation analysis. I think the speaker's going to be Asian this time. I'm not sure exactly what native language they are. Any guesses? Who do you think it will be? I've already done quite a few. So hopefully you've seen my other pronunciation analysis. I mean, you guys should be watching these analyses if you want your English to get better. Like you could just go and watch me do an analysis on someone who has the same native language as you, and most likely you probably have a lot of similarities in your pronunciation. You can say, oh, okay, well, if he sounds like that, I probably sound like that, and I can make that adjustment. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for everybody here. All right, let's check it out. Who are we gonna do the analysis on here? Guys, hit the like button for me, please, when you come in. Help me out with the algorithm. I'm just getting started with the lives. Let me know where you're watching from, what country you're in, or what's your native language. All right, here we go. Dun dun dun. Today we're looking at Robin Lee. I have no idea who our boy is. You guys know who this is? Let's do some research. Robin Lee, not Robin Hood. All right. 57 years old, born in 1968. Robin Lee. See, I said this wrong. I'm so bad at these big numbers in Spanish. Miles de millones. Is that means billion, right? 6.7 billion. What is he? This is all in Spanish. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm practicing my Spanish. You guys want to hear me read this in Spanish? Traducción del inglés. Robin Lee es un ingeniero de software chino y empresario multimillonario de Internet, cofundador y director ejecutivo de la empresa multinacional de tecnología china Baidu. What's Baidu? What is Baidu? They don't have the quick. Okay, but it says China, Chino. You guys want to know what's funny? In Colombia, they call themselves chinos. They call kids chinos. They're like ese chino, los chinos. They call them Chinese. What is Baidu? Let's figure it out. I don't know. Baidu. Whoa. Okay. English. But what is the Baidu wiki? This is just not helpful. Put in the chat. What is Baidu? Do you guys know? Help your boy out. What is the company Baidu? All right. Massive, specialized in internet service and AI. What does that mean? What is it, like Comcast or something? Tigo? Claro? Do you guys use Baidu? Pay your Baidu bill every month? I don't know. What does the do? What do they do? Okay, referred to as the Google of China. What? So China doesn't use Google? I guess that makes sense. They don't use anything the same. It's all censored and redone. The only thing they have is TikTok, right? But it's different TikTok. So what do you guys say? Like, I'm gonna Baidu this. Oh, just buy. We say Google it. Baidu. Does Baidu have an English version? Does not offer a standalone English version. So that's why I don't know anything about it, because I don't speak Chinese. Google is by far what? Can foreigners use Baidu? You can create an account using a Chinese. You need a Chinese phone number or international or through Baidu. Why is Baidu failing or falling? All right, I'm not that interested in Chinese Google, but let's listen to this guy's pronunciation. All right, let me put on the headphones. You guys ready for this? What do you guys think is gonna stand out the most? Rhythm, reductions, mouth movement, stress vowels, linking. What are we gonna find here with Robin Lee? Let's get here. Make me a little bigger. All right, let's do this. Here we go.
It comes to artificial intelligence, most people talk about China and the US, and in that conversation,
this guy pronounces his consonants too perfectly, but he's not at the top. Let's go.
A very exciting time. In the past, when we talk about Moore's law, it's like every 18 months, the performance doubles or the
Hear that? The balls, right? So he just took an unstressed syllabic consonant and turned it into a stressed syllable. He said the balls instead of doubles, doubles like that, right? We talked about syllabic consonants.
the price halves. But today, when we talk about
That was kind of a schwa though. He didn't say two at least, right?
price halves, but today,
He said today. That was good.
when we talk about large language models, the inference cost basically can be reduced by more than 90%.
90, 90, 90. I mean, he came close, right? He said 90. But what he missed was he missed the of N. So he said 90 instead of 90. Right? Hear that vibration before? Ein, this part. 90. Right? Remember, the N sound for our ears is right? So I heard 90 instead of 90 right there.
Over 12 months.
Months.
So
So hear that? No vowel sound over 12 months. Months. All M months. Months. Ma. No vibration, right? Instead of months. Months. Right? Remember, our ears are 100% attracted to that resonance and vibration in the body.
this is much, much faster than
That was good. I mean, look at that faster. I mean, this guy, he's pretty good. I'll give it to him. I mean, he's not perfect, but he's doing a lot of things well. He put a lot of attention, a lot of openness, right, in that vowel faster.
faster than
Faster. You know, I would say he could improve his placement quite a bit. If you notice, maybe not quite a bit, but significantly. Like, you know, if you listen to like the smallness and the pinchness of his voice.
than the computer revolution we experienced over the past.
Right, computer revolution we experienced over the past, right? He's kind of like right up in here with the voice, right? There's like a little bit of tension, right? He's like kind of, so like computer revolution, where like my mind, you know, that's the thing. Our voices or our articulators, our throat, all this is just soft and wide open. We use those things as little as possible when we're speaking to try to keep that space open.
Few decades.
Decades, right? How do you say that?
Few decades.
I mean, first of all, it's just too much consonant, right? It's like he needs to put some attention on the in decades, right? But he said decades. It's just all consonant sound.
Few decades. And also, I think
I like how he's using as a thinking sound. And you can hear it. It's resonating, it's vibrating in the chest. I mean, that's a good technique for trying to keep your placement inside the body.
that's also probably the first.
Right? So he's having a little bit of trouble with L versus R, which is expected, but right, he's not capturing any space for also.
GPT was launched. That's also probably the first.
Probably the said also probably he said also probably said also probably, right, getting attention on his stressed vowel sounds.
Point was to take this industry to reduce the
To take this industry, right? Lots of mouth to take this industry, to take this industry. Rolling R.
The ride-hailing price is much lower, so you have.
I mean, I would say like he's doing pretty good, especially if he wasn't born in the U.S. You know, this is decent, I would say.
Come out with a technology that.
All right, but that was not easy. He said come out, right? Instead of come out. Come out. Remember, phrasal verbs, the second part is always the primary stress.
Come out with.
Like come out, right? No pitch, or sorry, no vibration. He's like come out, so come out. Come, listen to my vibration. Come out, like that.
Operation there. Speaking of this, I actually have a video that shows how.
But there's some musicality there. I mean, you know, I would give this guy a pretty good score. Listen to the you can hear the pitch going up and down. He's kind of have a singing voice going on. This is pretty good.
Speaking of this, I actually have a video.
I actually have a video. I actually have a right. So he's taking us up and down, making it obvious which part's important.
That shows how a robotaxi is
All right, a robot taxi. A robot taxi. So a robot taxi. Listen, O-I-A-E. O-I-A-E. That's how I say it. A robot taxi. Listen to how he says it.
shows how a robotaxi
A robot taxi. A robot taxi. So without context, that one's probably not going to be easy to understand. But overall, he's been pretty clear. Let's keep going.
city, for example, around the world. How long does it take?
charge, then you can start to charge, then
All right, you can start. See, he didn't make a reduction there.
charge, then you can expand.
Oh, he did. Sorry, he did make the reduction.
Charge, then you can expand.
You can. That was good, man. All right, Robin. We see you, man.
Charge, then you can expand the
He could lean off of the P a little bit and expand, right? It's a little bit perfect, just taking away from that vowel sound.
charge, then you can expand the
You can expand. You can expand. Right? That's one of the common mistakes that non-native speakers try to do when they're trying to create pitch. Their body tells them to create pitch by creating more force with the consonants, and that's what he just did. He started out here. You can expand. So that you can expand. You see, you barely even notice my P sound. You can expand like that.
is much safer than human drivers. I think it's at least as of today, it's at.
I mean, but look how much at least.
I think it's at least.
You see that at least. What do you guys think? Is add an important word? No, not at all. So just like what we showed with in the beginning of the stream, if you're saying at, you're putting way too much attention. It should just be it. How are people going to understand what you're saying? From the vibration. Listen to me. At least is.
I think it's at least as of today.
Right. At least as, or at least is like that. Right. Remember, it and is are small reductions, so least stands out.
Operation. So we're being very careful. So
that was good, careful. He did a nice job with the syllabic consonant there. Let's get away from this guy. Here we go.
Evolves at such.
I like that. I would use a schwa, but he definitely put some nice attention on evolves.
Still evolves at.
It has maybe not 100% native speaker, but it has musicality, it has pitch, it has openness. Right? I like what you're doing, Robin.
Still evolves at such a rapid rate.
And you hear how he said at? Look here, he did it.
Still evolves at such a.
He made it big. It's short, but he made it big. He made it really short.
Still evolves at.
Said evolves it. This is what I mean. Speaking from the body. Right, you can see in some cases he's having a hard time speaking from the body because when he has these these small sounds, he's not keeping them small. He's evolves at, his body doesn't want to produce that sound without going right? But I don't use my mouth for that. I use it evolves it, evolves it like that.
The Ernie large language model.
It's pretty close for
large language model.
It's pretty close for those vowels. I mean, this is large is Oz and father, language is as and bat, model is Oz and father, right? Look at me, large language model, large, and his stress is a little bit off too, right? But look at me, large language model, right? Language, I'm putting the most attention on it because there's lots of large models, right? But we want to know what kind of model is it? Is it a plus size model? No, it's a large language model, right? Look at this.
Large language model.
Large language model or large language model. That's how I would say it, with the space and the top pitch in language.
With applications that creates.
I mean, see here, this is the ad he wants in applications, right? He made the big mouth movement.
Come up with applications that creates 10 times more than that. It
Yeah, I mean, I'm just listening to the T's that just hitting my ears 10 times, 10 times,
creates 10 times more.
right? 10 times more, 10 times more. See, listen to how I have more musicality melody. 10 times more, 10 times more. Jump, jump, jump. Might slide 10 times more, like that. We're almost done.
90%. And
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where was his connection to the body and musicality? It sounded like he was whispering when he said that. Why? Let's go back a little bit.
WeChat, it's like 90%.
90%. So I mean, I guess native speakers do whisper, but I don't know why. We didn't hear any vibration, so his voice is kind of disappearing.
And the average time spent per user for
He did it there. That was good. He spoke from his body. Per user, per user. I thought that was good. All right, we're almost done.
Llama, it's a race. What we learned in the past few
That
months
was great in the past.
is that it turns out that open source can
All right, he can link this a lot better. Listen, he doesn't connect turns out. He pronounces turns and then out, right? Listen,
months is that it turns out that
it turns out instead of it turns out like that. All right, let's find one more.
will help more people to try the
More people to, or more people to. I would use flat T, right? He's saying more people to, or TOO, right? He's being understood through context instead of more people to. I would say more people to, like that. So that was pronunciation analysis here of Robin Lee. Again, what is the company is Baidu. So for all of you people using Chinese Google, this is the guy who's in charge. But overall, I thought that like he did a nice job. I mean, he has some musicality, right? He had some contrast. He didn't hit everything 100%, but I would say like generally, he's got a lot of characteristics that would make him easier to understand. So that's it. Hope you guys like that. Let me know if there's someone you want me to analyze. You can drop it in the chat. You can drop it in the comments. Also, scan the QR code if you want me to break down your pronunciation on a live stream. So that's it for the live stream, guys. Remember, today's topic was reductions. Remember, if you want 10% off the most extensive American pronunciation course online, the best one out there, go to Rachel's English, get 10% off for life with the coupon code Josh10. So that's it now, and we will continue with the rest of the reductions in the next live. So now that you know more about reductions, you can start using them the way that English prefers, and you just boosted up your English.